All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another live stream. Could be, possibly, maybe. Let's see. So, guys know the drill. Once somebody can verify that you can hear me, just let me know, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So, there we go. We got Blade. Wise choice for a name there, Blade. Wise choice considering tonight's stream. We got Rob. What's up, Rob? We got Red Lotus. What's up? Red Lotus says, "All right, what's on? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. I only have one question. Do you know where Harvey is? Do you know where he is? Do you know where he is?" I think it's a Joker, Joker face. So, got some different topics for tonight. Got the last issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the last Ronin this week. So, went out and went ahead and picked that up. Don't know if you guys have heard about Last Ronin. Don't have too much new for Walking Dead stuff. Got some stuff with Fear the Walking Dead currently airing, so we can get into that a little bit. Maybe some updated thoughts on Walking Dead Rick movie. Most likely not happening, or happening so far in the future, I think that it probably doesn't matter anymore. That's right, Chris. Why so serious? Absolutely. I even got a knife too, right? That's perfect. Perfect. I got a knife. I got a knife. Ah, ah. No. Why so serious? Okay, I'm not gonna play around with a knife because it's legit. It's actual knife. Yeah. So the ending for the Turtles Last Ronin. So maybe we should go into first, and then we'll go over our favorite Jokers after as the topic. But Last Ronin, very popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic, and I do keep up with the Turtles comics, by the way, if any of you guys don't know. Absolutely love Turtles comics. Each time I go to the comic shop, when I get a chance to go these days, I'm looking at Turtles. I look at Walking Dead. I want to see what they got for Walking Dead, but it's like it's always Walking Dead Deluxe and that kind of stuff. So, Walking Dead Deluxe, I'm really not a fan of. I kind of understand why they're doing Walking Dead Deluxe, because it's like, well, you might as well release. You own the rights to it. You can just kind of re-release Walking Dead in color, and that's what they're doing. They're just re-releasing Walking Dead in color, but it's it's like it's the same thing, right? Like it's the same thing as the issues they've already released. So it's not anything. Let me just set the settings for this stream. It's not anything different than what we're used to. So for Walking Dead, like it's the same issues that they've already released, right? So they're just with Walking Dead Deluxe, you're just re-releasing the same thing, which I mean, sometimes it's okay. Like if you want to talk Batman stuff, how many different Jokers have there been over the years? How many different Batman have there been over the years? Okay, kind of understand. But with Walking Dead Deluxe, you're literally just reprinting. It's just a reprint. You're reprinting. You're doing it in color. The quality's a little bit better, but is what it is. Now, if they could do something like a Last Ronin or something, Negan Lives, stuff like that with Walking Dead, that I would definitely be interested in picking up and reviewing with you guys. That could be fun. So Last Ronin, really awesome. I won't spoil anything too much. This is the last issue right here. A bit pricey. Issue 5, $9. You can see that there. $9 on issue 5 for one issue, but it's a bigger print issue than the usual. So it's really nice. It's really well done. So if you guys are not familiar with Last Ronin, it's basically like a futuristic type story for the Turtles, where you just have one surviving turtle left. So out of the 4 original Turtles, you just have one turtle that is alive at this point in time, and the other 3 have been killed off in the Last Ronin. So it's a solo turtle story. I think it's really fantastic. In this one, we get to see the ending for it. We can probably do a spoiler review later if you guys are interested. But yeah, it is really really awesome. Really well done. The art's really good, and action and everything's really good, and can kind of see some of the different stuff here. Really cool. Also, I get the sense, like in this one, that it's kind of like adult turtles. Like you get the idea that the last Ronin he's not a teenager anymore. He's full on grown up adult, so he's pretty bulked up and everything. But I won't spoil who it is. But I do definitely love the last issue of Turtles: The Last Ronin. And it's pretty much just me looking for other stuff to get interested in with Walking Dead comics. Having been over now for a couple years and kind of ending, I'm just checking to see what other stuff I'm into. Love Turtles for sure, so that's another good property to check out, and it's pretty cool. Their version of Shredder in this one, like a futuristic type of Shredder, was really sweet. So is what it is, and right now we've got Fear the Walking Dead on, and it's it's going okay, I guess. Not great for this second half of Fear the Walking Dead season 7. New episode today, The Raft it's called, I believe, and it's it looks like I've seen the first 20 minutes of it, and then I had to stop because doing a stream with you guys. But it's okay. It's like a Sherry and Dwight episode mostly. So that's what it is with Fear the Walking Dead right now. Big news for Fear the Walking Dead is that this week it was announced that Alicia has been cast for a different series, which is called Saint X. And then you have Fear the Walking Dead, which is supposed to be, I think, either filming now or filming quite soon for season 8, which will be the Madison season 8. So Madison coming back for Fear the Walking Dead, Madison leading for it. It sounds like, or at least part of the lead. So we'll see how that goes and how people respond to it. But the tricky thing is that it almost feels like for budgets with Fear, if they bring back Madison, then they have to either kill off either Alicia or Morgan. It just feels like they can't kind of have, all of them at the same time for whatever reason. I don't know why that seems to be the case, but it kind of sounds like that's what's happening. So it sounds like that's what they're setting up. And then, of course, we have Tales of the Walking Dead this summer, which is still filming, I think. Somebody got injured on Tales of the Walking Dead. Somebody fell off a boat or something and got hurt or something like that. But supposedly we're going to see Tales of the Walking Dead this summer, and then in the fall time, Walking Dead final part to the final season of Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is over, so that's likely going to air fall time, September, October for its final wrap up. Probably see season 8 of Fear after that. And that's what we're looking at. So yeah, should be good. Oh, thanks, Rob. Yeah, you can't tell. I'm pretty sure you can tell when I do this right. It's filter, yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good filter. So I do like it. So it's fine. So I thought I'd use it for tonight. Yeah. So I mean, all right. So let's go into the Joker topic. Our favorite Joker. So if you go to Google and you just type in the Joker, here's what we see. So we do now see the Joaquin Phoenix Joker as the top image Joker, but you do see Heath here as well too, right over this way. So the Joaquin Phoenix one is okay, but definitely for me, my favorite Joker has to be the Dark Knight Joker, and I actually like the Jack Nicholson Joker better than the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Here's Last Ronin covers and stuff, but 1989 Joker, Jack Nicholson Joker. I really love the Jack Nicholson Joker too. Well, a lot of reasons, but particularly, I mean, Jack Nicholson has that smile, right? He's just, even when he's not playing the Joker, he still has the smile that's it's so awesome, right? And he's so comic booky and old school that I really love the Jack Nicholson Joker. I actually, this might be kind of a bit of a hot take for you guys. I actually don't like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker at all, basically. I find him to be kind of I feel like he's like a victim Joker, or at least based on the story, the way it kind of plays through at the beginning and everything with Arthur and everything. He kind of feels like a victim a victim Joker to me. And that's not the way in my mind I see the Joker. I see the Joker more as more closer to the Dark Knight Joker, or more closer to the Jack Nicholson Joker. So definitely for me, Jack Nicholson Joker or Heath Ledger Joker are my favorites. It's hard for me to pick between them because I think they're both amazing. But the Joaquin Phoenix Joker is like my least favorite, I think. Well, okay, maybe he's not my least favorite. The Jared Leto one's kind of terrible. The Jared Leto one is like totally forgettable and not very good. I don't even know why they decided to go with him for that. I don't know. So maybe that one's my least favorite. But there was also the Cesar Romero old school, like 19, what was it? Was it 66 or whenever they did the Batman movie Joker, which is also like, I don't know, it's just so campy and stupid if you look back to the older ones that I don't really like it that much. But yeah, personally for me, I think I got to go with Dark Knight, my favorite Joker. For sure. And then after that, 89 Joker, and then finally get in some of the other ones, not counting like the cartoon voice Joker, like Mark Hamill or anything like that. Not counting those because he was fantastic. He did incredible. I think that the Mark Hamill Joker, the cartoon series Joker, probably has the best Joker laugh. I'd have to say. So if you guys have never seen, so this is the Mark Hamill Joker is the cartoon one, basically. If you guys remember Batman the Animated Series, the cartoon Joker, that's Mark Hamill actually, if you didn't know. So he plays Luke Skywalker. So that's kind of funny, and he does it for the game as well too. He does have the best Joker laugh, and I'm really surprised that nobody has used him for like I don't know, like an actual like like an actual Joker, maybe his age and stuff, maybe people where they just recognize he's too recognizable, maybe that's why. So that makes sense to a degree, that if you think like he's too recognizable, but if you do it in a cartoon, then it works because people can't see him, so that's all right. Yeah. So, but those are my favorite. There's my Joker. There's my Joker ratings for you guys. Okay, so the best Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, and then Jack Nicholson Joker, and then after that, I don't care so much. You can go, okay, maybe Joaquin Phoenix is like whatever, not counting Mark Hamill because he's a voice thing, so it's not the same thing necessarily. He's got the best Joker laugh and everything anyway, and then after that, you go to Cesar Romero and Jared Leto and the other ones. So you knew it, John. That's right. Absolutely. Can you deep fake? You want me to stream? I don't know if there's like a proper filter for a Gil Bates filter. That would be hella funny though. I would love that. That would be really, really, really funny. We could definitely do a stream if I could find one. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. What else we got here? Yeah. Well, okay. As far as the Travis McCudden said that Trev, apparently the put may nuke Ukraine tomorrow. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So I think although I have seen some of the footage and some of the tapes and stuff. You go over on BitChute and stuff. There's footage of people who are like actually in and around there, like in Ukraine right now, and it's pretty brutal, man. Absolutely, a lot of brutal stuff going on in and around there. Well, war in general is so brutal, right? That's the thing. It's just really, really brutal. So absolutely sucks, terrible to see in modern day stuff like that happen. But I guess it's just what it is, right? It's what it is. So, but as far as like the nuke thing, I'm not one of your nuke guys. I don't. I don't buy it. I don't buy the nuke idea that you can drop one bomb and it'll destroy like a whole, a province or something, or entire city or something like that. I don't think so. No, but it could get really nasty if things do escalate. That's what I think we're all hoping for, is that things don't escalate with what's happening. But it kind of looks like it might be in some ways anyway. because it looks like they're going to take it. It doesn't look to me like the Allies are going to be able to stop them. They're funding and sending funding and doing all of that to continue fighting, but I don't know. Just the other thing too is in terms of location, in terms of distance too. It's right there, so it's like right next to them. So they do have a big advantage that they're right there, and then all these other countries are fighting from such a distance away. So even if they send and they do everything as fast as things are nowadays, fast as we have, airplanes and everything can bring other weapons and things like that there, it's still a geographical advantage to be right next to an opponent versus the supporting, allies being distant and further away and not actually sending actual, fighters themselves. So, yeah. Welcome, Leslie Tanashi. Thanks for joining. And That Ghost, welcome. Web Soak, one of Negan's wives. That's an awesome name. There, no problem. I think Fear of the Walking Dead is airing right now. So that's cool if you guys are watching that. One of Negan's wives. What happened to your guinea pigs? So I did. I had guinea pigs. They're dead. Unfortunately. The first one we had was really cool. And then all the rest after that were not that cool. So they don't live that long. They only live like, Google says like 5 years or something, but not the ones I had. The ones I had were like 4 years or something like that. But we still have a bunny. We got a bunny, and he's like 7. I think he's like 7 or 8 years old now. He doesn't really do anything. He just mostly sits there. Sometimes we let him out so he can run around and exercise and stuff. That's about it. But Mr. actually gets along pretty well with the bunny. Mr. doesn't. Mr. is our cat. He doesn't attack the bunny, so that's good. He lets him play. So cool. And he can thump and kick pretty good. So if they kind of get into it a little bit, Mr. will kind of come up and he'll give him like a stomp or a kick or whatever, and that's usually enough to make him go away for a bit. Yeah, man. Let's see. So I think that's pretty much it. So any of you guys checked out any of the issues of Last Ronin? I do also have this one for the IDW. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this run with IDW is up to issue 128 now. So it's it's getting pretty long. 128 issues, that's a lot. Because if you think about Walking Dead was like, what, 193 issues, something like that, 194 issues, whatever. Something along those lines. So it is pretty awesome. So I definitely do like the IDW Turtles. They added an additional turtle to this one. I think there's like 5 turtles in it. I haven't read every issue, but I do like it. It is pretty awesome. Compared to a lot of stuff that's out there. But yeah, so that's one of the other things I like to collect. I like to read the issues I can get. But there's a lot to it. A lot of issues. Yeah. Yeah. So Aria K brought up, Trev, you hear that Carol dropped out of the Daryl Carroll spinoff? Yes. So that's right. So Carol did drop out of the Daryl Carroll spinoff, which is a bit unfortunate. That's something that we were all really looking forward to seeing, right? And unfortunately, she's not going to be in it. So it's going to be a Daryl only spinoff. It's also going to be filmed in Germany, which is going to be really strange to see it filmed. So you're going to do a Daryl spinoff, going to be filmed in a different country. Now, we don't know if it's going to be filmed in Germany, but it's going to look like it's in the U.S. So we don't know if they're going to film it there, but they're going to make the location in Walking Dead still the U.S., which they could do, right? They could make it, filmed there, but in Walking Dead world location supposedly U.S. Because otherwise, why would Daryl go to Germany for some reason? Would he go on a mission or something? Could be the case. But it is unfortunate that happened. Some people are saying it's because of his wife having to go there for a role or something, so he had to go with her or something. I'm not sure exactly, but Angela Kang, the showrunner, has also dropped out of it. It is very unfortunate, but at the same time, we still have Fear of the Walking Dead continuing. We have the Isle of the Dead, Negan and Maggie spinoff, which is going. Then you have the Daryl spinoff, which loses Carol, but should still be pretty good. And then you have Tales of the Walking Dead starting this summer. So they got lots of stuff going. The biggest thing that we're all, yeah, that's true. Well, somebody corrected me, Leslie, is that they said that in Germany, everybody can speak English. They can all speak English. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that in Germany, you could walk down the street and speak English and people would understand you. I thought it was all German. I thought that they most of them would know English, but I guess they do. I guess they pretty much all know English. So I didn't know that they can speak English. So I guess even if Daryl does go to Germany, they can speak English as a second language pretty good. So again, I didn't know that because well, I mean, we kind of know that English is worldwide and people can speak English. Most countries will learn English as a second language, but there's a difference between kind of learning it in school and actually being able to communicate that well. And some people can, some people can't. Even here in Canada, if you go to like Quebec, there's some people there that they won't really speak English to you. They don't want to. If you ask them for directions and stuff, they'll just tell you to get lost, or they'll just ignore you and walk away. So yeah, but we don't know exactly what they're doing with that, how that's going to work out. But the big drop, I think, from the most disappointing thing for Walking Dead is probably not Carol dropping out of the Daryl Carol spinoff. That kind of sucks, right? But the biggest thing is probably the fact that we have not seen the Rick movie start filming yet. That's the biggest disappointment because I don't know how many years you can put that off for and leave it for. If you're going to wait 5 years, 6 years, okay, that's something. But, it gets to a point where you have to question, are they even going to do it at all? And it's starting to look like maybe they won't, or it's starting to go to the point of like, it's been so long since Rick left and everything. Are we going to actually see that movie start filming so we can actually see that, in theaters or on streaming or whatever? And especially because they overpromised like crazy. They promised a trilogy, 3 movies, that whole thing. Gimple overpromised like crazy, and now they have quite under-delivered. So that's never what you want to do. You want to do the opposite. You want to under-promise, over-deliver. You don't want to over-promise, under-deliver, and then people are disappointed. Always how it works. Yep. So Travis McCutcheon said, Daryl is going to Alaska to meet up with Jesse Pinkman. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they do have Better Call Saul's on right now. I have been watching Better Call Saul, but I have not reviewed every episode of it. There were years where I tried to do that, but it's hard to do with my schedule and everything else I have going. Plus, I like doing these with you guys. They're fun, so that's why I haven't done every episode. But there's some stuff that's happened recently with Nacho and that in Better Call Saul, which is good. It's also the final season, so it's cool to see the wrap-up of Better Call Saul. It's unfortunate that they don't seem to have many plans in the future for the Breaking Bad verse or the Breaking Bad universe. Kind of feels like that's wrapping up and they're not really going to continue with it in the future. But Breaking Bad, I think, is awesome. They could do a spinoff with Jesse as well, which would be cool. So yeah, there's different potential there, or even other characters in Breaking Bad. That universe is just a fun universe. So could see them doing something with it, but they, aside from Better Call Saul, it doesn't seem like they have much in the way of plans for it, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. All right, let's see what we got. Why not combine Maggie, Negan, and Daryl? Egg Time. Well, I think Egg Time, they're going to be filmed at different locations. So the Negan and Maggie spinoff will be filmed in New York. Okay, so the Negan and Maggie spinoff, Isle of the Dead, will be in New York, and the Daryl spinoff will be in Germany, I guess, or filmed there. So, and Negan and Maggie are actually, Lauren and JDM are actually filming, so far as we know, in New York. So they're actually filming there. And also, Daryl is actually filming in Germany. So Norman is filming in Germany. So we'll see how that works out, what they do with it, and then ultimately what AMC is doing with the Rick stuff, which should have, to be honest with you, if they were going to do the Rick movie, they definitely should have already started filming it. I can't really accept any excuses at this point that they haven't even started yet. And I have had people tell me, well, Trev, it takes a long time to get a movie together. And I understand that, but you have a lot riding on it. You have a whole franchise basically riding on it. So there's a lot of money involved there. Should really have gotten the first one started filming already. So have I seen Moon Knight? No, I haven't watched Moon Knight. Just not enough hours, too many shows on, right? Better Call Saul, Fear the Walking Dead first, and then if I have time after that, maybe I'll watch other stuff. I just feel like it. So I have not seen Moon Knight. I do have a couple of Moon Knight action figures, like a Marvel Legends original, Toy Biz Moon Knight figure on card and stuff like that, which is cool. But I have not seen Moon Knight. I am aware it's one of the biggest shows on right now with Disney. I'm really surprised by how well Disney was able to do with Disney Plus. They were able to just come out and crush it. If you look at Netflix stock, also Netflix has kind of taken a shit kicking, and Disney Plus is doing awesome. So they had like Mandalorian, they have Star Wars stuff, they have Disney stuff, obviously. But also Marvel. I mean, Disney's just like, freaking killing it. And Netflix is like getting crushed a little bit. But Stranger Things is coming back, so that's good. And I do think that Netflix stock will rebound. Netflix stock really got crushed there for a while. Let me see what it's at today. Netflix stock. Yeah, it's at 180. So it's all the way down to 180. That's really, really low. Here, let's look at it so you guys can see how badly Netflix is doing. Look at this. So this is October 2021, last year. $690 a share. Look at this crash, dudes. That is a massive crash. You are down to less than a third of the value. You're down to 180 bucks, and you were selling at 690. Wow, look at that. 690. Boom, 180. That is a huge crash, man. That's massive. So if anybody's looking long, if anyone wants Netflix, long on Netflix is probably a good idea. Get it now. Get it while it's hot. 180 bucks. Who wants Netflix? Huh? You want some Netflix? Yeah. $180, man. That's a really good deal though. Seriously, because I don't think Netflix is going to go out of business. That's a good buy. I think I'd say buy Netflix if you're interested. Yeah. Yeah. Sons of Anarchy was great. Yeah, I agree. Rob's Vision. Sons of Anarchy was really fun. I've seen the first few episodes, and I think the showrunner Dave Erickson, he started Fear the Walking Dead, right? So he did Sons of Anarchy, and he also started Fear the Walking Dead, which was really great. One comment from Geik, which I grabbed. He said, Gimple said he had a master plan for Walking Dead, when in actuality he didn't. They had no real ending in mind. And then he also says, Fear is horrendous too. Morgan should just take off again and call it the end for his character. Well, I do like the first part of what Geik said here, so I'll respond to it. So I agree with Geik that Gimple said he had a master plan, and he actually didn't. I think you're right. I think that's probably true. I think that they were scrambling when they did that episode of Talking Dead. What's up, Simpson? What's up, Joe? How you doing? So when Gimple was on the episode of Talking Dead, and they were doing it, and he was saying that when Rick left, they announced that they were going to look Google. Google knows it right away. Google's like, yeah, man. Look at the top one on Google right here, dudes. Gimple on Rick Grimes' trilogy of films, 2018. Okay, so you guys remember this? So he said it, man. He said that we're going to do a trilogy of films, right? Is what it was. So that was the biggest thing on Talking Dead that was ever announced or said, right? Was that when Gimple told us they were going to do a trilogy, and in actuality, was that really true? I'm starting to be very skeptical that was ever intended. I just think he was playing damage control, and he was like, oh, we're going to do it. And really, it's like, you are? I don't know. Because if you were going to do a trilogy, I think you would have had something for us 5 years later, 4 years later. They did a trailer, like a teaser with text, and that's basically it. That's basically all they've done. They haven't brought anything else. And Killmonger says it right here. You guys see it. No one cares about the Rick movies anymore. Well, it's just because they waited so long. I mean, everybody who was fans of Walking Dead care, but you only have a certain time window. 5 years is too long. If you can't get it premiered in 5 years, you took too long. You know, nobody promos a movie and then 5 years later it hasn't got a trailer or a release date. That doesn't happen. So obviously something's falling apart or something's not going well with that. Like if you see, I think they've already announced, for example, they announced the second Joker movie, I believe, for Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, so that's cool. And they announced a Batman 2. All right, now, do you guys think that in the next 5 years we won't see a trailer for Batman 2 or Joker 2, Joaquin's Joker 2? Most likely, yeah. Yeah, you will see. Yeah, I know how you feel, Small Cigar. I mean, I just want to see something, right? I want to see something of substance instead of just saying, well, we're going to do it and then we don't get to see anything really, right? Is what it is. So yeah. Brian Atcham said that for Fear the Walking Dead, Doomed doesn't even begin to describe how bad their situation is. Well, I don't know. You know, maybe AMC is kind of aware with Fear that that's just kind of how it's going to be because, like, they're doing all these different shows, so that I think they kind of have an understanding that Fear's runway might be limited, right? Like, it's probably not indefinite. It's probably, you know, you have a certain amount of time, and unless their deal with Amazon for streaming for Prime Video is like awesome, then and if it was, I'd expect the budget to be a bit higher. So I don't think it is that great. Probably their runway is starting to come short. Like it's starting to get to like, you know, season 8, okay, season 9, all right, that's probably going to be it. So I expect Fear to be likely canceled next couple years. Christopher G said that Saint X is an 8-episode limited series. So that's Saint X. So let's see this. So, and this is filming, I think, in Dominican Republic. I think that's what I read. So this is it. So this is the series that she's going to leaving from Fear to go to. So that's what it is. So is it limited? Is it not? I haven't read this book. I'm not sure. But either way, that's the cover for the book, I guess. Novel. I haven't read it. I haven't heard of it. But, you know, I mean, there's lots of stuff going on. So that's what that is.